Here you are, Jamestown, New York.
Indeed.
Where are you from?
West Palm Beach, Florida.
So another Floridian.
Yes.
Did you expect it would ever rain as much as here?
No, I actually came up here to get away from the rain. And unfortunately, it's kind of the same pattern as back in Florida. I would say the only difference is it rains. If it's going to rain here, it rains for the whole day. But back in Florida, it's maybe for an hour and then
That's right.
back to sun. So,
And then it
yeah.
becomes really humid.
Yep, exactly. And it's kind of been doing that here, but it's been all right. I mean, the weather's been easy to adapt to because I'm kind of used to it. So,
What do you guys do when you have a scheduled game and all of a sudden you're sitting in a clubhouse all day?
well, I would love to go golfing, but if it's raining here, usually we end up just back in the dorms. Me and a couple of the other guys will just sit in a room, play video games, kind of stay low key and do things that we got to do to keep us entertained. So, other than playing video games, there's not really much else to do.
What is the video game of choice?
MLB The Show right now. We're still keeping it baseball related, so we could stay ready.
Yeah, okay.
So we've definitely put some time into that game. Me and actually the kid that you just interviewed, JB. Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
So, we asked the question without naming names, though the guy you just saw was probably one of them. Is there a person or two that's sort of the mix masters, the kind of gets the team pumped up or riled up?
oh, there's a couple. I would say from a position player's standpoint, our catcher Johnny.
Campus?
Johnny has gotten our team fired up multiple times. I'd like to say from the pitcher's perspective, I'm pretty energized, and I like to entertain people during the game. So
Yeah.
I like to keep our bullpen down in the dugout, as opposed to other teams that stay down in the bullpen, because I feel as if it keeps our team camaraderie high,
Oh, that's
keeps our
interesting.
team morale high, and everyone's in there cheering along the team. Just sounds and looks a lot better. So.
So how does that work? So the team is together really for the first few innings, and then does Barry send people out into the bullpen?
Yeah, so there's kind of select pitchers that know when they're going to be hot for a specific game. So Powell may give you the nod, and you might go down there and start stretching. There's kids that just prefer to stay down there anyway.
Yeah.
Sometimes we always have a catcher always down there just in case a pitcher needs to warm up and whatnot. But I'd say for most of the game, a lot of us are down in the dugout cheering on the team. So.
You mentioned Johnny. I was doing some video taping just for one of the games, and there was the introduction, and all of a sudden I heard this, "I love this team,
Yeah.
I love this team." Is that, I assume
Oh
that's
my!
him?
If you listen in, you'll probably hear that at least once or twice every game we have. We'll usually get a nice loud one as soon as we get back here in the locker room after we win.
Yeah.
I know before he goes out on the field, that's his way of expressing his energy, and honestly, it translates to how he plays on the field, and it's awesome. As a catcher, you have to be a leader, and he's done everything that leads up to a leader and more.
Yeah.
So it's been awesome. I mean, I can't complain about any single player on this team. Honestly, the team camaraderie has been the highest I've ever been on a team. I don't know. I'm gonna say going back to college is gonna be tough because this group of kids is definitely fun to play with.
Why is the camaraderie? What is it that sort of pulled us together?
Well, I think Bays mentioned this before, and staying in the dorms is a huge factor that plays into that. I mean, we're spending all day, all night with each other. We go back. We're staying with 3 other kids from our team. We work out here at JCC, so we're pretty much together 24/7, as opposed to these other teams that live in host families, and they're only able to see their teammates at the field or at the batting cage. But luckily and fortunately, we have all that given to us, so
Yeah.
we're able to do all that together and kind of stick together. And I think that's been a big reason as to why our team camaraderie is so high, and everyone's kind of on the same level.
Do you get a sense of the field here at Dietrich Park compared to other fields in the league that you've seen?
I mean, I feel as if other teams would rather play at our field
Ah.
than their field sometimes. It's a no-brainer that our field is by far the best kept, the best looking in the whole division. I haven't seen fields outside of our division yet, but I have no doubt that it's better than them. I give props to all the field guys. What are they? They're in their mid-20s maybe, and they pour their heart and soul onto this field, and it shows. It's beautiful. So it's definitely one of the most beautiful fields I've played in, and it's awesome as a pitcher because it kind of plays a lot larger than it looks. So it's easier to keep the ball inside of the park.
I've always been kind of impressed of how you've interacted with the fans. The team's interacted with the fans, getting autographs, kids on the field. I mean, like, that's sort of, I don't say unusual, but it's been much more engaged this year than ever.
I mean, I don't think any one of us on this team is used to this many fans or playing in front of this many kids that, you know, care. And it's just been, it's kind of been awesome just to experience it day by day. I mean, just when you think you've signed all the kids in the world's balls, there's 20 more running up to you asking for more. So it's kind of awesome. It makes you feel special, and I think that's a big reason as to why a lot of us act the way we do and play the way we do, because we know there's these little kids watching us every single game. And, you know, we used to be that little kid that looked up to these big kids playing on the field, and it's just awesome all seeing it translate now. It's just surreal, honestly.
So you go back to school, and what are you majoring in?
Finance.
Finance. Is there, aside from moving along in baseball, what do you think the end game's going to be?
So I'm in finance right now just because, I mean, it's a large subject that you could kind of go anywhere with. But if I had a choice, I'd like to go into chiropractic or like sports medicine, something having to do. I want to stay with sports, but if I could kind of go down medical route with sports attached to it, that would be the best case scenario. I've looked into kinesiology and stuff like that for chiropractic, so that'd be my goal.
Have you talked to Dr. Carlo at all?
I have. The first 2 weeks he was here, and then I'll talk to him every now and then. But he kind of hangs out in the dugout, and I'm kind of like, I stand right outside the dugout, so I don't really interact with him as much as I do. But I've tried to be as involved as I can in the apps and all the opportunities he's offered for us. So that's been a blessing.
So what's a question you expected me to ask that I haven't yet?
My name. We forgot my name.
So let's for the camera. Tell me.
Charlie Nichols.
Charlie.
But nah, pretty much all the questions I was expecting. I got interviewed yesterday for the radio, so it was kind of around like the same questions.
Good. I'm glad WRFA. Did your family listen to you on the games?
Yeah, they have. They wish they could watch me. But yeah, they've definitely listened as much as they could in the radio. I know it's tough, me being a relief pitcher and a starting pitcher. I don't really know when I'm going to be coming in the game, so they've done a good job at trying to listen to me. I know it's tough for me to communicate with them, but they've done a good job at listening and kind of tuning in at home. And they usually call me. They give me a call after. It kind of makes me happy, letting me know that they'll sit there listening to the stream, do whatever it takes to watch me or see me play.
Great. I should know this, but are you the guy that loses the hat all the time?
I'm one of them, honestly. I go to the same school. Ryan Browder, you're talking about.
Okay.
He has the longer hair.
Yeah.
I think he's coming in right after me. So yeah,
right.
we go to the same school. So there must be something down there in the air that makes the hats fall off our heads. I don't know.
It's really
Maybe it makes us a better pitcher too. So
well, it's certainly an optical distraction when they have a hat flying in front of you. Well, this is great. Thank you for coming in.
No
Charlie.
problem. Thank you guys.
Super.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome, and good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, Charlie.